So, Dave, you've just finished your intense 3-day training with the APC for weddings. I'm happy to tell you, obviously, that you come to the end of it now and you can go and relax. How are you
Hey,
feeling after the training?
oh, I really feel good. It's exciting. I feel excited
Good.
and good, even a little bit tired.
Yeah, it can be very tiring, can't it? Yeah, what can I ask you a couple of questions? Firstly, what did you think of the content of the training? Did it give you enough information for you to be able to sort of go out there now and be confident that you can be a good wedding celebrant?
Oh, absolutely. I think more than enough information. I
Yeah.
mean, there's so much you can play with. Yeah, I found that brilliant. I didn't know half of it. So the fact that I wanted to be one has actually sort of opened my eyes to really lovely ceremonies that I didn't know existed that you can include. So for me, there's more than enough information.
Yeah, good. And obviously, you chose to train with the APC. Are you happy that you made that decision?
Yeah, I'm delighted. It's been really good and actually fun.
Good. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we try and make it as fun as possible. We have to obviously make sure that all the curriculum is in place and you learn as much as you can. But at the end of the day, we always like to try and have a bit of a laugh. We've got 3 days of looking at our faces all of the time. So we've got to have a little bit of a break from
Yes.
that, of course. Um, and can I ask you, in terms of what you have learned over the last 3 days? You said that more than what you thought. Did you have what kind of expectations did you have when you came on?
Oh, I think I was just going to be taught the ceremony. Well, I don't know. I didn't know because I didn't know what it was until I did a false wedding as an artist. And then people started talking about it. And when I mentioned it to friends and colleagues, I said, that's a brilliant idea. And so I had no idea. And I just thought we'd go on 3 days and discuss how to do the ceremony, how to do, but there was so much more. I mean, I haven't written this much since I left school.
Okay.
So there was so much, and I feel like I can do it. I
Yeah,
can really ever go and learn more as I go along. I felt that way. I thought it was a great way of teaching.
great. Okay. And I'm really glad that you feel like that. Obviously, we do try. It's not just about, a ceremony, of course, is it? There's so much more. At the APC, what we tend to do is obviously do the curriculum, so of course we need to teach you on how to be a celebrant. But then it's everything that happens after that. Obviously, the support we've gone through during the training, the support that you get from the APC. Can I just ask you maybe to sort of elaborate a little bit on what you think about the support that you think you're going to get, obviously, afterwards?
Well, at the moment, I'm not quite sure, but from listening, I believe that I could call you in any need or contact you for advice on a situation that may not have arisen.
Yeah,
As you said to us during it, any situation can happen, or you'd be asked to do any situation. I feel secure in that that we
good.
can come to you and that someone is behind us because I suppose it can feel quite lonely.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you need a good support network behind you to enable you to go out there and be a really good celebrant and in an ideal world, a busy celebrant. I firmly believe that you're going to be great. Obviously, we've had conversations over the last 3 days about what you're proposing to do and how you're proposing to do it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the journey. But yeah, as I said, the support is there. At the back end, you've got a huge community now of celebrants that you can draw from. You've got all the resources that you can possibly need. I know that you didn't know anything about the sort of the rituals and things like that you can do during ceremonies and stuff. How did you find those, and what were your thoughts around those?
When you first started talking, I thought, oh, I don't know, I could be fuffed with that. But as you told us about it, I thought this is so much more romantic in so many ways. I don't know why it made me feel, yeah, certainly I would be using most of those. Maybe not the candle, but it depends what people want. I just like that added thing that it was specialized to that sort of thing. I had never heard of it,
Yeah.
and yeah, I thought that was more romantic than well, my marriage was in a registry office, so I probably would have chosen something like that.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, the rituals can make a ceremony as we've gone through over the last 3 days. At the end of the day, what we do is we teach love, don't we? We teach how to perform a beautiful, bespoke, loving ceremony, and that will include most of the time, different rituals, whether that be the hand fasting that we've gone through, or whether it be the unity candle or the sand ceremonies, any of those things.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on some of the other things that we've trained you on, such as vow renewals and baby namings and adoption ceremonies, and all of those kind of things? Are you looking forward to maybe doing something like that?
Again, I didn't realize that those things came along with it. I think vow renewal is probably one of my favorite because I can see that being quite a good thing in my area.
Yeah.
And also, it's quite nice to do that without any pressure. So celebrant would make that so. I mean, it could be such a lovely party, as you said.
Yes.
I love that very much. Baby naming was a shock that you could do that, and I thought that was nice. The adoption thing, that was brilliant because I've got an adopted cousin, and I think what a lovely way to, do that. Because as my cousins, she asked her parents when she was young, about being adopted, and her parents said, "Well, we obviously loved you more because we picked you, we chose you."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I feel that's going to be. I love that one.
Great. Okay. So we've completed 3 days. Obviously, you've had to take a lot in, and I'm sure you'll continue to just keep taking it all in because it never ends. We never stop learning, do we?
No.
Burning question. Would you recommend the APC in terms of the content that you've learned, the training that you've had, and obviously how that training was delivered to you via the trainer? Would you recommend the APC to anybody that's looking to become a wedding or a funeral celebrant?
Let me think. Yes, absolutely. Totally. It was, as I say, I was nervous in a funny way because I'd never done anything like this. I'm older, so it was, yeah, absolutely. I think if you want to do something, this is one of the best ways.
Good, good. Well, as I said, Dave, we're looking forward to.
Thank you, by the way, for being such a great trainer.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Obviously, we're here to
You
please.
really give 100%, and I can honestly say that. I love passion with work, and that came over with you, and that made me want to do it as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was lovely, and
Yeah,
thank you.
it's always my aim to make sure that at the end of the training, wedding particularly is what we're talking about here in this instance, is for people to feel excited about going out there and doing it. Once they've had their training, the passion and the sort of logistics will all come. But the predominant thing for me is I want everybody going away going, I can't wait now to get cracking with this. So if that's how you're feeling, then that's great. Because like I said, you can always keep learning, and you'll have the support, as I said, from ourselves, just to make sure that you're not out there. As you said, it can be very lonely when you're starting a new business or a new venture. It can be lonely out there, but we'll make sure that doesn't happen. Well, it's been a pleasure, Dave. Honestly, thank you very much for your patience over the 3 days, and we look forward to watching your journey as you go along. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.